Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Newsgram.
I want to jog your memory for a second. Think back on your early childhood. Remember those grade school days, middle school days, high school? Did you have a favorite teacher? Mine was a middle school science teacher named Mr. Pudlewski. Mr. Pud. And he was great for a lot of different reasons, but the biggest one was that he encouraged all of us to call him Mr. Pud. I mean, it's a natural abbreviation of his name. But we're a bunch of immature 7th and 8th graders, and you know what? We never held it against him. I mean, we snickered a little bit to ourselves, but never to him because he was such a great guy. We just loved Mr. Pud. And for every good teacher, sometimes there's a bad one as well. And I'll tell you what, my 6th grade music teacher was the bad one. I won't give you his name, but I can tell you he was very mean. He was a very impatient man, and his attitude and his impatience with me at that age is what made me give up on music altogether. No choir, no instruments, and that's really a shame because I really did enjoy music. I still love it to this day, but I never took up an instrument, never sang in the choir, none of that stuff. And it's a negative memory that has lasted my whole life. So what's my point? Well, we take the good with the bad, and then we grow up, and we try to put it all behind us. But recently, I found a kindred spirit by the name of Timothy Powell.
I had a horrible teacher in elementary, 7th grade, that I raised my hand up to read out loud, and she only let me read one sentence, and everybody else got to read a whole paragraph. Well, I was discouraged with reading and writing anything to do with English.
Of course he was. Kids are very vulnerable at that age, but fortunately for Tim, that all changed as soon as he got into high school.
Connie Cole from Grand Ledge High School, she encouraged me to write in a journalism class.
And that was the spark that reignited his interest in the written word. Sometimes that's all it takes, a good creative teacher encouraging you to take it a step further, maybe understanding and recognizing your weaknesses, but instead focusing on your strengths and coaching you to do better. And now he has a children's book out, and it's wonderful.
It was Gilda and Glen's Geese nest. The story starts, Gilda is on the nest, sitting on 3 eggs, with 3 goslings beside the nest.
No, one of them is not named Ryan, but there is a Shuey, a Freely, a Mimi, a Ricky, there's a Lucy, and there's also a Mikey. Gilda and Glen's fun-loving family of 6 are all based on real-life characters observed directly by the author at the pond outside his home, and their antics are nothing short of heartwarming. For example, one day the goslings are doing what goslings do.
They were wrestling, trying to get out of the nest, and Freely fell back on his back, and he was flapping his wings, kicking his feet, couldn't get up, and it was so cute. I saw Mimi nudge him up around his neck and help him up. It was really, really touching. I had to put that. It was so cute.
And then in the book, Mimi says, "You owe me a favor." Well, Freely takes that a step further by saying, "I owe you 2 favors. I had a stick poking me in the back, and I couldn't even get up." He was very grateful. The book is beautifully illustrated, but it's not the pictures that tell the story. While the illustrations enhance the narrative, this is a true story that you can read aloud to your children. It's filled with valuable lessons like gratitude, caring for your siblings, and respecting wildlife, especially geese. Approaching a nest of young goslings, no matter how adorable they are, can be very dangerous. They will go after you. Animals can be very protective of their young. The story becomes even more engaging when you realize that it was written by a very empathetic author, one who brings his own depth and warmth to the tale. Plus, Gilda's and Glen's Geese Nest goes beyond just entertaining. It provides opportunities for meaningful conversations with your kids about the natural world. It encourages children to understand and appreciate the behaviors and emotions of wild animals, fostering a deeper connection with nature. I think Tim's sensitivity to these themes makes it not just fun to read, but also a powerful tool for teaching compassion and awareness.
I enjoy writing so much. I can imagine. Can you imagine here you're young gosling, almost candidate age, and you're going up in the air, and then you find yourself, now we're up here. How do we get down?
You see what I mean? He puts himself in the mind of the characters, and that gives them a lot of depth, which I think you'll relate to. Timothy finished his book back in 2018, which was 25 years after he first started it. Now that is a labor of love, and now that it's finally printed and published, well, he's not stopping there.
Gilda and Glen's Geese nest, I'm going to donate money to save the whales. A good earthly charity. I need to do that.
As you can see, he cares deeply about wildlife and doing all we can to protect what we have left. He also wants to encourage children of all ages to read and to write, because just like him, it's never too late. Gilda's and Glen's Geese Nest by Timothy J. Powell. It's available now wherever you like to buy books, and we put a couple of links to the big ones like Barnes & Noble and Amazon in the show notes for you to make it easier. And that will do it for this edition of Newsgram from webtalkradio.com.